Welcome back to Indiana Diecast Racing and the Death Race. Today we wrap up round 2 with groups 19 and 20. First up, one of 2 remaining drivers from G4 Diecast Racing, Speedy G is driving Little Mrs. Missile, a Mustang Boss 302. Speedy put on a show in round 1 with 15 points. Making this an official race with representation from Arlo Racing, Ollie DeVry hits the track again in his Crown Vic called Signal 10, which he drove to a 10-point victory over Chatty G, another of G4's drivers. The last of Team Dubious Diecast, Mr. Dark is driving his 69 Chevelle named Chevy Slayer, and that's not a typo. Mr. Dark beat Sarah Moy in a round 1 runoff that sent her to the wildcard showdown. Driver number 4 is one of 2 remaining for DeGold Dragon Racing. Ava Lee is driving Omnivore, a Dodge Omni that she piloted to a 2nd place finish in round 1 behind Sweet Sweets Jackson. Speedy G and Ollie start up front, Mr. Dark and Ava Lee in the back. It's a dead heat and they stay neck and neck through turn 2. Speedy G battles his way out front as Mr. Dark wrecks behind. Ollie spins trying to pass, now Speedy spins. They collide and Speedy G will take lap 1. It's a double DNF as Ava Lee has come to a stop in turn 3. Ollie DeVry and Speedy G battled head-to-head the whole way down. When Ollie failed his attempt to pass in the triangle, it seemed like it was all over, but Speedy spins out, giving Ollie a chance to catch up again, but luck was with Speedy as Ollie hits him square on the bumper. The front row with the early points. Mr. Dark moves up front for lap 2. Ooh, the outside lane faster this time, and it's once again Speedy G and Ollie DeVry out front. Ollie looking for a gap, but they go 1 and 2 again. Mr. Dark is 3rd, and Ava Lee 4th. This lap nearly a carbon copy for Speedy and Ollie, just with a cleaner start and finish. G4 and Arlo solidly on top after 2. Ava Lee and Mr. Dark up front, and now we get to see how Speedy G does from the back row. Ava Lee getting kissed by that flamethrower as Mr. Dark wins the drag race. They spread out single file, and Ava Lee's on her roof. Speedy and now Ollie get hung up as Mr. Dark cruises to the win. Ava Lee crosses the overpass in 2nd, but fails to properly navigate the entrance to the triangle. Speedy G clinches round 3 with 3 laps never finishing worse than 2nd. Mr. Dark's win pulls him to within 2 of Ollie as we head to the final lap. Ollie will have a huge advantage over Dark, starting from the pole. It's dead even into 1, and Ollie spins out front as Speedy wrecks in the back. Ava Lee and Mr. Dark having trouble on the overpass, and this is Ollie's lap to lose. Ava Lee has wrecked again, and Ollie DeVry will mater his way into round 3. Ollie DeVry surpasses Speedy G to win Group 19. INTERMISSION. Intermission! On to the 20th and final group of round 2, it's Numbskull from Numbskull Racing in his Chevelle SS called Coupe Cannon. Numbskull made it to round 2 in this vehicle after a most excellently run wildcard showdown where he tied Brutal among a field of 5 cars. In one of 2 remaining entries from Funky Mother Chicken Racing, Flat Out Frazier is in his Flat Out 442 called Lucky 13. Frazier and Lucky 13 scored 11 points in round 1 to tie now eliminated Alley from Down Squad Racing for the group win. From Monster Motorsports, Pinkie Pie hits the track for reals this time in her Draftinator called Maniacal Laugh. Pinkie brings 15 points into round 2. And lastly, Dan D-Lo Lopez represents Arlo Racing in his Corvette Grand Sport called Spectre, which he used to put up 10 points in a round 1 tie with Flat Out Frazier's other Flat Out 442. Numbskull and Frazier start up front, Pinkie Pie and D-Lo in the back. The outside lane with a slight jump, but they look even, and Frazier throws a block on Numbskull. Frazier takes the lead as D'Lo and Pinky slide in the back. Frazier pulls away, and lap 2 is flat out Frazier, Numbskull, and D'Lo. Looks like the Piester has stalled in turn 3. It's been a bit since we saw a lap at full speed, so here it is. Flat out Frazier, flat out on top after 1. They rotate, and that'll put the pink pony on the pole with Numbskull on the outside. The pack stays tight. Numbskull spins, and Pinkie Pie pulls ahead. D'Lo has rolled in turn 2 as Frazier tries to push Numbskull out of the way. Pinkie Pie is going to run away with lap 2 as Frazier continues to fight Numbskull for second, but to no avail. A very smooth, even start quickly gets messy as Numbskull gets wild, completely blocking the back row and causing D'Lo to wipe out. Numbskull and flat out Frazier now tied atop Group 20. D'Lo takes the pole in dire need of some points here on lap 3. Pinkie Pie gets a pony length ahead and slides down in front. Pinkie Pie way out front as they come to the finish. Numbskull second, D'Lo third, and Frazier fourth. D'Lo's best chance to get points, but he doesn't appear to have the initial speed to make it happen. That issue is compounded when Numbskull throws a block. Numbskull takes a marginal lead over Frazier and Pinkie Pie. D'Lo not out yet, but he has to win lap 4. Lap 4 with flat out Frazier and D'Lo up front, Numbskull and Pinkie Pie in the back. The outside lane a tad faster, and D'Lo finally takes the lead. Pinkie fights her way past Frazier and gets right on top of D'Lo. D'Lo spins, but stays in front. They hit the final straight, and lap 4 is D'Lo, Pinkie Pie, and Numbskull. Unfortunately, Frazier appears to be on his roof. I'm not sure how he did that. D'Lo does a great job getting out front early, but nearly blows it on the overpass. Ooh, Frazier and Numbskull get into it, and it looks like Frazier gets pinched by the inner wall. Numbskull and Pinkie Pie tie atop a fairly close group and are the last of the 40 drivers to advance to round 3. Congratulations to Ollie DeVry, Speedy G, Numbskull, and Pinkie Pie. This has been Jim D for Indiana Diecast Racing. Be sure to check in next time for more slightly above mediocre diecast racing and round 3 of the Death Race.